Rebecca, this is a great question. So I've actually pulled up a question similar to yours so that you get the opportunity to do your own question. Mine says, find the probability that when a couple has 5 children, at least one of them is a girl. Assume that boys and girls are equally likely. Now let's write down what we know. In the world of having children, the probability of having a girl is 1 out of 2. There's only 2 choices, boy or girl. One of them is a girl, so 1 out of 2. And the probability of having a boy is, again, 1 out of 2. This is clear. This is easy. Now, for my question, there's no way in the world I'm going to make a tree diagram representing this because there are 32 possibilities. And I do mean 32 possibilities because there are 5 kids, I got 5 spaces, and I could put a boy or a girl in each one of those spaces. That's a lot of things to happen. So what you need to be mindful of is the idea of at least one. If you watch the video, like I said, the lady from 1987, they wanted their video back, but she does give a really good, example of this. So the probability of at least one girl Now, think about the idea of at least one. What does that mean? Now, maybe to you right now it doesn't mean anything, but at least one means one or more. That's what at least one means. So, at least one, I'm going to write it up here with a different font. At least one is the same thing as 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, or in my case, 5, because they're going to have 5 kids. So when a couple has 5 kids, at least one means that they could have 1 girl, 2 girls, 3 girls, 4 girls, or 5 girls. And trying to find the probability of all of those things happening, that's a lot of work. I don't want you to do that. So this is what I do want you to do. Probability of at least one girl equals 1 minus the probability of no boys. Because if you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 girls, then you can figure out all of these at least ones by just saying 1 minus the complement of at least 1, which means no girls. Now, if it's no girls, that means it's all boys. And how many times could that happen if you got 5 kids? It could only happen one way. And that's if all 5 kids are boys. Has it ever happened in the history of the world of having children? Sure. So 1 minus the probability of no girls. Now, this is the probability of boys. Now, the answer is not 1/2, so don't get your hopes up. It's not that easy. 1 minus the probability of boys is 1/2. However, we're having 5 kids here. So what do? We raise this 1/2 to the 5th power. Why? Because there are 5 children that we're having. So however many kids that we're having, or whatever the item is that we're looking at, the probability of a defective 1 out of 10 or something, however many it is, that's the number that you raise it to. Now, why is it 5? Well, let me get real specific. 1 minus, if there are no girls, that means you're having a boy and a boy and a boy and a boy. You with me? And remember, and means multiplication. And a boy. You're doing this 5 times. I'm running out of space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put another one. And a boy. That mama is tired. So that would be 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, 5 times. So instead of going through all of that, you just write this. So for me, I'm writing 1 minus 1 to the 5th power is 1. 2 to the 5th power is 32. As I told you, there are 32 possibilities. 1 is the same thing as 32 over 32 minus 1 over 32. So that gives me 31 over 32. Now, would you put this in your box as the answer? You could, or you could put the decimal, 0.9687. And notice it says don't round. So don't be the hero and round to your favorite number. That's all you have to put in for the answer. I hope that's helpful to you, because your question says, what is the probability of having at least 4? So that means that instead of a 5 here, you're going to put a 4. Good luck.